Hello, angels. Welcome to the Cosmic Taylor. If you are new here, don't worry, so am I. You can call me Tay Tay, and I hope you are here and ready to be aligned because I know a lot of us have been dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. Like reoccurring dreams or things that you finally thought you had let go and released coming back, and like either in dreams or in just on your mind, just popping up in your mind and showing up randomly in your life, and popping up in the weirdest ways, unnoticed or unannounced. I mean, not unnoticed. It's very much so noticed. You are very much so noticing. All right, like, don't discredit yourself. Your intuition is on point. You have a very powerful, powerful intuition, okay? And these are cards that I pulled for myself, but I'm going to use it as extra confirmation because I forgot to put them away. I'm going to use them as extra confirmation that you really are a very spiritual person, okay? Very spiritual person with the Ace of Wands out here. And like the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse. You are a very trusting, forthright person. You walk the world with your inner child by your side, not like as your guide, but more so as your guardian. You protect and watch over your inner child, and your inner child watches over and protects your soul, okay? I hope that's making sense. Oh yeah, we got incense that I'm burning specifically with the intention to purify, falling on the Five of Cups too. So you may be releasing a lot right now and spending a lot of time actively trying to cleanse your energy or cleanse your aura. And you might be going through a bit of a, there's a term for it in the spiritual community that we use, but it's also a bit of a sensitive word, so I will say it's just like a deep cleansing, okay? Allowing yourself to feel and process everything that's been stuck inside of your body, that's been stuck inside of your energy field, 2, 3, 4 on the timer, everything that's been kind of stuck within yourself, that's been making you feel like you can't move forward. Those things are really actually finally being released, okay? 2, 4, 2 on the timer, 2, 4, 6 on the timer. Oh yeah, I should probably... Well, yeah, you're right. I might as well read the cards if they're gonna be out here. I remember what order they were in, don't worry. So, this might not resonate for everybody because this is very, very specific. This is a very specific message here. We'll be getting into more of a general one, like, a little bit down the line. I will put a timestamp somewhere for that. But... for those that this resonates for, you've been going on a very long journey of connecting with your inner child and allowing your inner child to lead you in the direction that you want to be going in your life, right? And like I said, you are watching over your inner child as a guardian, and your inner child is watching over your spirit as its guardian, right? So it's this kind of inherent trust that you are learning to have for each other, okay? Because when you were as a child, you are not given that kind of trust. You are not given that kind of faith, that kind of belief. You are not handed any kind of self-assurance. You have to cultivate that yourself, right? And so, excuse me, your inner child could feel very, very, very sad, very disenfranchised, very disempowered. Excuse me. And that's kind of by design. Based off of what I'm seeing here with this Five of Cups, I'm getting the sense of, yeah, we have justice with the moon in reverse. Things are coming out. Things are being made clear. You were put in this time and in this phase of confusion, in this phase of uncertainty, in this phase so that you could specifically finally be rid of these things, to finally rid yourself of these things that were constantly causing crises, right? Or crises in your life, and you simultaneously finally recognized that the reason why these, like 4, 5, 6 on the timer, there was constant crises coming from coming in your life with these people around is because they were the crises. They were causing a crisis for you in your life. Two of Cups right here, right? And the Five of Cups back here, you see the person mourning over the Three of Cups over here and two of Cups behind them, right? The Two of Cups that are full for them to be grateful for and connecting with, right? And the thing is, there is new opportunity for you to choose differently this time, okay? Instead of sitting there and like grieving and holding on to things from the past that no longer carry you forward, instead of grieving the lost connections that you had before and stopping your progress entirely, 545 on the timer, Spirit is asking you to start making progress in an opposite direction, okay? 555 on the timer. I don't know why I said that. I said that ahead of time. It's like, okay, speaking things into existence so that they can become inevitable. I don't know what's up with that, but that's a message all within itself. Speaking things into existence, choosing to hold your power, choosing to learn, choosing to expand, choosing to grow, choosing something different, choosing. Like, there's so much choice that's going on here. Two of Cups with the Strength card. You are being asked to choose the strong thing, choose to do the hard thing, choose to go the long way. Okay, so with those of you that were specifically dealing with this inner child situation where you didn't feel exactly like you had the power in your life to be able to come up with your own ideas, commit to your own things, commit to the life that you want for yourself, right? Because you were a child and nobody was going to give that to you. Nobody was going to be like, oh yeah, you can, do that, go do this thing, go do that thing, especially if it's foreign to them, because then they're going to be like, well, that's impossible because I've never heard of that before. I've never done that before, and you've never done that before, and there's no way that you're going to be able to get it done, right? These presumptions, right? It's a generational curse, a generational cycle where people continuously, where these people continuously went after like the low-hanging fruit is what I'm hearing. They would constantly be like, oh no, that's impossible, there's no way that that's going to work out for you, there's no way that could be that there's no way that dream can come true for you, because if it could come true for you, then the dream that I have for myself could have come true for me, and blah, 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 blah. And, it's just a whole lot of projection, a whole lot of assumptions of your ability to listen to yourself and create the life that you want for yourself. And it's not coming from this place of, trying to shame you or embarrass you or anything, but it's feeling very, generational. It's feeling very much so generational. And not just from you, from past connections, from previous connections. Yeah, you need to be strong. You need to do the strong thing and go where you've never been before. Go and do the thing that you've never done before. Go into a space where you don't know what's going to happen and allow yourself to be in that space, okay? If it feels aligned, if it feels right, if it feels true. Yeah, Three of Wands with the High Priestess upright. You're literally moving into this phase of your life where you're going to be creating your reality from the inside out by speaking it into the world, right? We have the Fool card with the Artist card. You are creating your reality. Literally, as we speak, you are creating your reality. With the High Priestess upright and the Four of Cups in reverse, you are actively like breaking out of these cycles, breaking out of these skins, breaking out of these cocoons, these projections, these webs that people have wrapped you in and assumed of you and placed judgment on you, right? No more of this, like, I don't know what this is. It's like, this feels better. The Hierophant feels better in my hands, 939 on the timer, than this Three of Pentacles does, because it's in, like, with it being in the reverse. Because it's giving, like, you're not going out of your way to collaborate with people that don't want to grow, that don't want to change, that don't want to learn the rules, that don't want to understand the contract, that don't want to understand the boundaries, that don't want to understand the time and effort it takes to get to the point where you got, okay? 10:01 on the timer, 1001. All right, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the high, yeah, dude, they literally don't want the clarity. They literally don't want to know. They don't care. They don't care to know. That's the thing about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, hello? It's interesting. Queen of Wands. Energy might be significant. But that's the thing about the Queen of Swords. She deeply cares. She cares a lot. And that's exactly why her word is law, because she is aware and observant of everything that's going on and keeps tabs on things, keeps an understanding of what's going on and how they need to be moving forward and what they need to be doing, right? You, my friend, are still trying to control too much in your own life, okay? You're still trying to grab hold of things and trying to make sense of things. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower upright, it's time to stop the balancing act. Yes, you need to balance your life. Like, it's two separate messages here, okay? And I will get to them individually, 11:11 on the timer. But starting with the Tower, okay? When you break out of this cycle, when you break out of this Two of Pentacles energy, this isn't a positive Two of Pentacles energy, okay? This isn't coming from a place of genuine balance. This isn't coming from a place of it's more like the juggling balance of a circus act, okay? It's like being on stage and it's like performative. It's performative. It's feeling very performative. Like these cycles that you are breaking out of right now, you aren't putting on a show for anybody anymore. You're not actively trying to show up as anything other than your raw, authentic self in that moment, at every moment, right? And you are learning the discernment of who is allowed and welcome around you in that sense, and allowed and welcome to speak to you and treat you the way that you want to be treated, and who has the maturity and the integrity and ability to do so, or the people that aren't, okay? So this is a tower that's falling. One way or another. One way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Maybe next week. I'm gonna find you. I'll get you. Horrifying. That song's about a stalker. Oh, so people could be really stalking your energy right now. What the fuck? Gross. That's lame. Not sponsored. That's fucking gross. Oh my god, yeah. Oh god, no. Okay, Spirit, what's going on here with this energy? Okay, right. So let's focus back on this Two of Pentacles in the reverse, right? So, it's in the reverse. It has become a form of entertainment for some people to watch you try to live life like this on a tightrope, okay? It has literally become like, with the devil. People are finding, like, genuine pleasure, earthly pleasure, at the idea of you continuing this. Okay. So, the two sides of the Two of Pentacles, right? Spirit is asking that you really refocus in on yourself, okay? I actually wrote something the other night. Hold on for a moment. All right, so now that I'm also reading this, I'm also getting that you could also be thinking about moving out. You might be living with people, maybe it's friends, maybe it's family, maybe it's roommates, maybe it's like, I'm hearing coworker, maybe you're living with somebody that you work with, and you've been considering leaving or moving away, okay, and going elsewhere. So, allow me to read this to you. You won't find this anywhere else but on this video, and I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this will make it in the final cut. So, it starts with, have you ever wanted to live elsewhere? Nope, she immediately responds. That's what I figured. Well, even if I did, what would be the point? Mother decides where we land. I like where she's picked for me. Don't you? Yes. He stops and nods his head. I really do. He looks up to the ocean surface. What's gotten into you today? Rest. He raises his brows. Yep. So I'm going to read a little bit more from before to give you a little bit more context. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. This is just a little embarrassing. I hate it when I read things that I made myself out loud. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway. It's the same energy of doing a presentation at school. I always hated that shit. Anyway. Do you ever wish you were part of the land? I am part of the land. I'm just in the water. Yeah, but I mean, the ocean never quits, does it? He digs a small hole in the sand with his finger. It's always crashing and splashing. Nice. And splashing and storming and still. Up here things change too, but not like that. It's slow, methodical. Every tree and flower follows the flow of nature through the seasons. Sometimes that means they hibernate and do nothing for months. Don't you ever want to do that? To rest a little? To relax? So, for further context, that's between a mermaid and a person. So, like, you could be connected to water. You could be very deeply connected to water, or excuse me, or mermaid energy. Maybe that's just, I don't know. But the thing is, like, people in your life, they're not going to be, it's gonna be surprising, okay? Because the kind of balance that you have been maintaining in the sense that you have been, okay? And whatever way that applies for you in your life, right? Whatever way that you've been overperforming, overextending, I'm hearing overachieving. So, like, in whatever ways that you are, like, trying too hard, okay? I mean that, trying too hard. With the Hanged Man, you're putting yourself in this really tough position, right? But the thing is, this is also the key, okay? So, like I talk about in plenty of other readings, everything is a dichotomy. Everything is a dichotomy. There's a positive and dark side to everything, and even the dark side has a positive and dark side to it, and even the light side, or the positive side, has a light and dark side to it. You know what I mean? There's dichotomy in everything. That's why there are so many shades of gray, because it starts with black and white, but we find out that there's black within the white, and that there's white within the black, and that if you dive a little bit deeper, you'll notice that the black that's in black is actually also a little bit white and black, and you'll notice that things that are white with black, the white is actually a little more black than you think, right? Everything is so nuanced, okay? Extremely dark actions can be taken and still leave a positive impact. Extremely positive actions can be taken and still leave a negative impact. It's all discernment, right? And so this circus that you've been playing, this role of the juggler that you've been doing, this going around and having to do this, I'm hearing specifically it's like emotional and spiritual work. Emotional and spiritual work. Yeah, we got cups energy and we got wands energy. Yeah. And with that, you have the option now to find balance that is right for you, okay? There is wisdom in discernment. There is wisdom in deep discernment, in deep reflection, okay? You can learn a lot by just allowing yourself to explore the dichotomy of the way you live and the way you act, right? So, the balance that you're being asked to kind of bring into your life right now, the kind of balance that you're being asked to, the kind of balance that you're being asked to make is one for yourself. Okay, the using that kind of wisdom and discernment of really being able to say, okay, at this point in time, is saying this or doing this overstepping in a journey where they are not caught up to? You know what I mean? So, one thing that no one will debate you on, one thing that nobody will even try to test you on, is that you are the magician. Okay, 2112 on the timer. You can take one thing and turn it into a reflection of itself. You can take the energy of the swords and turn it into the energy of the cups. You can take the energy of the cups, turn it into the energy of the pentacles, turn the energy of the pentacles into the energy of the wands, right? Deep dive into your own natal chart and specifically look at your 2nd house and your 10th house. All right, go and look at those 2 houses. Find out what kind of energies they're aligning with, okay? Really deep dive into that information and actually take a really good hard look at like what signs are in there, what planets are in there, what houses are in there, okay? And really like dissect that, okay? Because I know I said houses. Jesus, what am I talking about? Sorry, my brother came in and distracted me a little bit, but it's okay. Because I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna get back to it. I don't need to dwell on it. So, as I was saying, this is a kind of balance that you need to start bringing within yourself, okay? This isn't a balance that you're supposed to bring outside of yourself. This is a balance that you're supposed to bring internally, okay? And this internal balance that you find within yourself, because notice how she's standing on one foot, right, balancing 2 heavy pentacles, and she's doing it in an infinity sign, okay? She's doing this entire dance like forever, okay? And the thing is, the only way that things can be sustainable and last forever is with constant maintenance, right? So in your life, you have to start asking yourself the question of, do I want to spend all of my life constantly maintaining a balance, not just for myself, but for everybody else outside of me, whether that be the spiritual balance, 2323 on the timer, or it be the emotional balance, or it be the physical balance, or it be the mental balance. There we go. You know, like, are you the only person keeping people in your life sane? Maybe it's time we look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5 on the timer. And the thing about this internal balance, okay? The thing about the balance that you're trying to strive for, that spirit is trying to lead you to right now, right? It's not about doing the pleasing things, okay? Right now, think of this as all business, because this is pentacles. This is pentacle cards. This is money. This is money talks. This is abundance. 24 on the timer. This is business talk, okay? This is business talk. So ask yourself, do I want to be spending all of this energy trying to balance things out outside of myself for the sake of the people that are around me and for the sake of bringing fulfillment, joy, balance, peace, blah, 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 whatever, to all of these beings or things outside of me, and deal with the maintenance that comes with that? Or do I want to take the time to figure out within me in what way can I best maintain an easy balance for myself? Because I have a feeling that this is a collective that is moving into a life of ease. This is a life of ease, okay? This is a path of least resistance, okay? Not no resistance, okay? Because we, as you know, in video games and stories and any kind of good book and any good kind of good piece of media, the only way for the best ending to happen is if you are constantly going in the direction of resistance. You know you're going the right way when you keep running into harder and harder bosses. 25:52 on the timer. And Spirit, like, this is one of those things where Spirit is like, you beat this game, you've beat this level, you've beat this. It's not even like this level, you've beat this game. Now you're starting an entirely new game, okay? And you're moving into an entirely new realm, a new place of possibilities, a new bar, okay, is being set for you. A new level of standard is being set for you, right? And Spirit wants you to really ask yourself right now, really ask yourself. Is that an orb? That's crazy. Really ask yourself right now, do you feel like the way that you have been balancing everything in your life, does it feel sustainable? And does it feel aligned? And does it feel easy? Does it feel easy to care for yourself? Does it feel easy to show up for yourself? Does it feel easy to do the nice things for yourself? Does it feel easy to spoil yourself, to be kind to yourself, to be loving to yourself and understanding with yourself? And if the answer is no, you need to start looking within and creating that balance, okay? Asking yourself, what in my life am I actively trying to control in order to free myself of failure? Free yourself of this projection of failure. Free yourself from this lack of support or lack of validation or just people not caring. Freeing yourself of people not caring. But the thing is, you're not going to get people to care by continuously swaddling and coddling them and bypassing lessons for them by bending over backwards, okay? And literally earlier when I was on my laptop, I started reading a little bit of my birth chart just because it was open and I felt inclined. And I have a Leo Venus in the 7th house, right? And it was talking about how I, like, with some of the ways that my chart is set up, I'm actively I'm a peacemaker. I actively try to keep peace. I really do. And the issue comes when I am bending myself backwards for the sake of keeping peace with people that don't really care about what that peace really means and the weight behind that peace. They don't actually recognize the difficulty, like how hard it is to get to that point, right? They haven't played the game yet. They haven't played the game. You have. And you beat the game. You, like, not only did you play the game, you beat the game. Oh, let me just scoot that out of the way. I have like 5 bottles of nail polish because I just painted my nails the other day, but they're also getting chipped because it's nail polish and not gel polish. But it's fine, it's cute. It just means that I'll paint my nails more. But this balance that you're making, like that you're building within yourself, this is going to be an actual, genuinely sustainable, sturdy balance, okay? Because instead of it feeling like some kind of responsibility that's falling onto your shoulders, instead of it feeling like it's something that you have to do, like it's a requirement, like it's an expectation for you to fulfill, you're going to start feeling like you're dancing through life. You're going to start feeling like you're just moving through life in a way that feels good and that feels right for you. And when you get into that flow, you actually start breaking out of this hanged man energy, and the tower falls, right? No matter what happens, the tower is going to fall, okay, right? So keep that in mind. No matter what happens, the tower is going to fall. The tower's been popping up a lot lately, and it's been mainly to do with karmic energy that won't leave you alone. And you might be getting really like annoyed with the messages that you're getting lately because of the fact that everything that is being said, all the conversations, all of the messages that are coming through, it's just like, why is it about them? I want to know about me. I want to know where I'm going. I need to know what I need to do. What do I need to do to improve, and blah 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 blah. And spirit's been leaving you in this kind of like moon energy where you don't have that information, you don't have access to that information. And that's because spirit has been really needing you to get like a little bit more aware of your immediate surroundings, okay? If spirit makes it hard for you to be able to see the future, it makes it very easy for you to see the present, okay? And with the way that your life has been going, with the way that everything has been going for you, it seems to me that the energy has been really like taut. Like it's been really hard. It's been hard. Like it feels like you've been having to fight for your life in order to just stay afloat, in order to like just even to breathe, you know? But spirit is moving you out of that. And the first thing to do so, like to make that job easier for spirit, right? Cuz you are led by spirit, right? You take action based on spirit. You take guidance no matter what, even when it leaves you confused, even when you're like, why am I doing this? This doesn't feel like what I want to do, but you trust it regardless, right? Because we all know that when you feel that intuitive hit of what spirit says and tells you to do, you know, okay, 3223, you know when spirit is playing with you or not, okay, bro? Like, you can sense that. And an example I'll use, 3232 on the timer. 32 is my favorite number, so maybe that's like significant. But with the, oh my god, the train of thought disappeared. I'll get it. It's just been really difficult. It's been really, really hard on you. Things that have not been like a walk on the park. Things have been very easy. You've been living a life of masquerading, all right? Like, you have been existing as a version of you that has been dead for a long time, okay? And for a while there, it was to protect you, it was to defend you, it was to keep you safe, but you are moving into a phase of your life where your pure, unbridled authenticity is required. It's not a request, it's required. You need to be purely authentic within yourself, okay? And 3333 on the timer. Everything that you've been dealing with and experiencing, you've been living a life of masquerading. You haven't actually been able to really live in your true unbridled authenticity, because a lot of people don't like what they see. They don't like what they see. And the funny thing is that the reason why they hate seeing, like, what they hate you so much, or right, they hate looking at you or being around you or talking to you or blah blah blah, it's just hating on your energy, hating on you as a person, right, is because they see the reflection of their darkest, most horrible parts of themselves in you. And they hate that. They hate that. They question themselves and question why am I not like that? And it's like, well, buddy, for as respectfully as possible, it's from a lack of trying. You're not like this because you don't try to be like this. It's not a walk in the park to be in this kind of energy. It takes a lot of time to be a master at balancing like this. And you're being asked to step down. You don't need to be a master at this anymore. You don't need to be doing this anymore. You don't need to be standing for other people anymore. You don't need to be keeping things in check for other people. It's time you just keep yourself in check. It's time that you just keep taking care of yourself. Keep focusing on yourself. Like, these people have done a number on you. Okay? These situations have done a number on you. And 35 on the timer. With my own example that I was bringing up earlier, I used to have this friend who I would always be like, I don't know why people hate me like this. I don't know why people, like, get angry with me and, like, fight me and, like, do all of these things and go so freaking crazy when it comes to interacting with me. I don't understand. I try my best to do everything I can to make my wrongs right, and I try my best to make sure that the rights that I am doing are consistent and that I'm being true to that, okay? And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to interact with people if I don't feel my best, because if I don't feel my best, then I feel like not only is that a disservice to me, but that's a disservice to you, because I don't want to be feeling like crap interacting with somebody. Like, I'd rather feel good about my interactions by making sure that I feel good about myself, right? And this friend, like, every single time will look me dead in the eyes and be like, it's because you're a good person. Like, you're an actually good person. And everybody else in the world is literally wondering how the fuck you're such a good person. And I'm like, what? But it's ironic, honestly. But, like, it's devastating because at the end of the day, you literally have done everything that you, like, could have, and, like, the best to your ability every single time. And you trying to balance these things for, like, the people outside of you and trying to create this world, right? This world that's aligned with you, with the resources that you have around you, it's not going to work. Okay, respectfully, 37 on the timer. It's not going to work. And that isn't to come at you or fight you or be like, what you want isn't a possibility. But it is to say that you have the right idea, you have the right recipe, you have the wrong ingredients. Okay? You will be able to make the life that you want for yourself. You just can't be using Spam as a replacement for eggs in this cake. Okay? It's not gonna work. No matter how much you whip the freaking Spam into a texture and, like, paint it with food paint colorings to look like an egg, it's not gonna taste right. It's not gonna be good. No one's gonna want to eat that. You're not gonna want to eat that. So let it go. Literally trust that the right ingredients, you will come across the right ingredients in the right time, okay? The first ingredient, though, is pure, clean water. And the only access to water that you have right now is your own cup. And ask yourself, do you have enough water overflowing out of your cup to put 2 cups of water in for this cake recipe? Do you get what I'm saying? You understand the metaphor that I'm putting down? I freaking hope so, okay? Because the life that you're supposed to be leading, it's very balanced. Very balanced. It's supposed to, like, yeah, with the Knight of Swords in reverse, like, this isn't, like, impromptu action. This isn't, like, it's like, hold on. Right. So, as I was saying, like, this isn't the energy that I'm getting from this Knight of Swords. It's very, like, I know that, like, it's, yeah, everything's been very disorganized, right? Like I said earlier, 3939 on the timer. You have been left in the fog, okay? And in this moon space, in this moon energy, okay? And spirit has been leaving you in the dark so you can understand and see your immediate surroundings, okay? Recognizing how unbalanced everything is, how disorganized everything is, how disconnected everything is, and becoming aware of it, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Confirmation burps, but it's literally, it's not coming from this place of it's not coming from this place of control. It's not coming from this place of assumption. Like, it really does feel quiet. This feels like a really quiet energy. Like, very, I don't know, down low. Same with the sun energy. Like, the sun that's coming through, the energy that's coming through, it's very much so like her, right? Very soft, just really, like, gentle. All right? Think of it like, like a gentle sunrise. Have you ever experienced a gentle sunrise? I have. I love gentle sunrises. They're freaking fantastic. They're wonderful. But that's kind of what's going on here. That's the energy that you're stepping into, okay? And we have, oh my goodness gracious. We have the Judgment in reverse. You have this terrible, terrible habit, collective, this terrible, terrible habit where you have gone through cycle after cycle after cycle. Okay, listen. Oh my gosh, I'm getting an entire other thing right now, okay? You've gone through cycle after cycle after cycle, and the amount of times that you have gone through the major arcana. Okay, so remember this. Tarot reading is like storytelling, okay? It's a form of storytelling. It shows and represents, gross, oh, hold on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone has their moments. Sorry. Anyways, so like I was saying, this kind of energy that's coming through, it's like you okay. Storytelling. The major arcana represents the completed journey, okay, of what it's like to actually grow and expand as a person, okay? You go through this completed journey by going through either upgrades with the wands, upgrades with the cups, upgrades with the pentacles, or upgrades with the swords, okay? When you go through these cycles, and when you commit yourself to these cycles, you commit to soul expansion, to financial growth, to physical growth, like to emotional growth, emotional depth, to learning and expanding your mind and expanding your understanding and expanding your perspective. All right. And you would go through cycles of learning from all four of these suits, right? One step at a time, one lesson at a time, taking bits and pieces of what you could for yourself from your own life and bits and pieces of what you could from other people's lives and their examples that they set for you, right? And you literally went through the cycle of the full major arcana, like, I'm hearing 10 times, okay? 10 times, 20 times, 15 times, 18 times, 3 times, 14 times. Like, it doesn't even matter. You went through it all, right? Damn near to the end every time, right? Because we have Judgment. And right after Judgment, you know what card it is? Let's see if I thought I saw it over here somewhere. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Right here. The World. Judgment is the second to last card. The World is the completion of the cycle. The World is where you get to, like, look at everything that happened, look at everything that you achieved, look at everything that you've created in your life, and actually celebrate and enjoy it. And you never got past Judgment. You never got past Judgment because you were too hard on yourself. You were being too hard on yourself, being like, well, I can't celebrate myself like that. Like that's weird. That's goofy. I don't know. I can't. I guess I kind of did something, but like I also did something wrong. 4444 on the timer. And like there was so much more I could have learned. There was so much more I could have done. Like I should have done more. I should have done that, right? And it put you in this energy where you were like rejecting the wish fulfillment, rejecting the completion of the cycle, of actually finally letting the game be done, finally letting the book close and starting a new one, right? You'd never completed those stories, and now you're finally moving into this energy of completing them by doing the one thing that nobody expected from you, and that's to just literally be yourself and to take care of yourself. And for the first time, probably in your entire life, care about yourself more than you care about other people. There's nothing wrong with that. 45 on the timer, cuz like, you know, the entire saying where it's like your husband or wife, your spouse, your soulmate, right? I want to come first. I want to come first before everybody else, before everything else. I want to come first, right? And it's so encouraged with relationships, right? It's so encouraged in friendships. It's so encouraged in family dynamics for people to put themselves in codependency kind of energy, codependent energy, codependent life paths, right? And people do that acting like it's like the most beautiful and fantastic thing in the world, like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet, that's so wonderful, I love that she always puts him first, and I love that he always puts her first. But when you do it for yourself, when you put yourself first before everybody else, when you take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else, suddenly society has their panties in a twist over it. It's all by design. It's all by design. It's all purposefully built to make you feel disempowered and like you can't stand on your own. And you're done with that. You're standing on your own. You're standing on your own. You're moving forward, okay? You are moving forward. Literally, I'm hearing whether you like it or not, you're moving forward, okay? Because the tower will fall. This tower will fall. The fire horse here, like, if Spirit doesn't want this year to be something where you end up focusing on this that much, okay? Spirit wants this to be a year, 47 on the timer. Spirit wants this to be a year where you can focus more on the things that you want to ground and create in your life. Spirit wants this to be, with the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers. Spirit wants you to actually be spending this year cultivating dream life for yourself, right? Spirit is tired. Spirit is disempowered Queen of Wands energy. Disempowered energy. Spirit is really over this entire concept of you overgiving for the sake of under-receiving. People don't match you where you're at. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's hard to match somebody that's Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. It's hard to get on that level. It took you forever to get to that point. Like, there's no judgment that comes from you over these kinds of things. It's never been a worry of 48 on the timer. It's never been a worry of like, oh, you can't be in my life because you're not as developed or you're not growing as much. It's always been a worry of how far can I go? How far can I be myself? To what limits do you draw the line around me? At what point do you start boxing me in for the sake of comforting yourself and dissolving my integrity, dissolving my authenticity? All for the sake of feeling comfortable, of feeling understood, of feeling Of feeling like you know what's going on, of feeling like you know better. These people are always all way too up in their own heads, honestly. And that's the energy that they got you stuck in for a long time. It's not their fault, but it sure as hell is not your business either. This thing's falling apart. It's fine. It's just what happens with age. Yeah. Yep. Can we get some clarifiers, please, Spirit? See, because the entire thing is like, you are such a naturally abundant person. You are such a naturally abundant person. You don't have to force production. You don't have to force creation. You can just receive, right? You know that, right? Like, you can just receive. Excuse me. Like, it doesn't have to be an entire thing of, like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that in order to earn it. The funny thing is, people do not think about what it was like to live on this planet. 50-50 on the timer. People do not think about what it was like to live on this planet, like, thousands of years ago. Being on this planet, living in this world, living this life, being a human being, and having to work with your community in establishing safety, establishing a home. 51-15 on the timer. The thing is, like, back then, all that mattered was that you protected each other and took care of each other. You fed each other, you got each other water, you healed each other when you were hurt or dying. When people got sick, you took care of them. And it was never this thing of, what's it called? There was no debt to be paid for doing those things, you know? Like, nowadays, if you go and get medical help, you're in financial debt. If you go to learn things, or want to get a higher education, you get into educational debt, student debt, right? If you want to go and have a house, you become house broke. You become broke by a mortgage. If you, like, spiritually bankrupt people or people that fucked around with the devil energy and found out. The magician in reverse tried to create things and force things instead of understanding the natural flow and redirecting it all, you know? The magician doesn't turn things into other things. The magician just finds the correlations and links between those two energies and helps guide them along the path to connect, guide them along the path to align, okay? And a lot of these people in this timeline, a lot of the people in this world really freaking struggle with the entire concept of thinking of what life would be like if it was free, genuinely free. We like to talk about, in this country specifically, here in the United States of America, we love to talk about life, liberty, and justice for all, right? Liberty and justice for all. Justice for all. I can't talk about it. And it's just frustrating because 53-53 on the timer, real freedom comes with no shackles, okay? We used to live in such a way not too long ago. Thousands of years is not that long ago. People think that thousands of years is not that long ago, but people think that thousands of years is like so long, right? Compared for culture, I guess, and human ingenuity, sure, but they're really not that different at all, dude. It's really not that different. Like, humans have stayed the same for ages. Humans, like, over and over and over again, proved to be so 54:45 on the timer. I don't want to say predictable, because that makes it sound like there's a lack of unique experiences, but every generation has the back in my day, starting from thousands of years ago, you know? And people really struggle with the entire concept of freeing themselves from those concepts entirely. Like, you don't have to work hard to receive. Other people do. Why? Because that's the limitation that they have put on themselves in their own life. Because they have decided to sign up for alignment to systems that are unsustainable instead of allowing themselves to, yes, learn and understand the rules, but also learn and understand how they can navigate and move forward without necessarily being to the T with the rules and without breaking them either. 5555 on the timer. Yeah. Like, you're not here to cause chaos. You're here to just actually find freedom and enjoy life. That's it. And everything that you've been through your entire life, starting from such a young age, starting from childhood, starting from that inner child wounding, it was enough to break you over and over and over again. You got broken. You were broken down many, many times. And that's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? Instead of staying down and staying broken, you decided that you didn't want to be like that. And that you liked your pieces together more than you liked them apart. And so you're changing. You're changing. Yeah. With the 8 of Swords on the back of the deck. Oh, you know what? I do need... And Justice underneath that. Oh my god. 2 of Pentacles. Not the 9 of Pentacles, guys. Not the 9 of Pentacles. No. But the 10 of Pentacles. Yay! Wonderful. Can I please get a last clarification for this 2 of Swords? Yup. See, because the entire thing here, collective, we got the Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Artist in reverse. You don't have to be creating in order to earn, okay? Literally, you are meant to be a person that has multiple passive incomes. You're the kind of person that's supposed to have multiple ways for money to be flowing through to you, okay? That's just how life is, okay? Say it. Affirm it into your reality. That's just how life is. Like, in the beginning, when I was like 555 or 333 on the timer, I don't know why I said that. It wasn't even at that yet. And I said, you're speaking inevitability into your life. My laptop screen just flashed on again, and I didn't even touch the mouse. You're meant to be speaking inevitabilities into your life. That is how potent your energy has become. That's how many times you've put yourself through these cycles. That's how well you have mastered these energies. And now isn't the time to now isn't the time to get cocky. Now isn't the time to get rusty either. Now is the time to slowly move forward. Slowly. Like, yeah, we're in the energy of the fire horse, and it's gonna get really overwhelming, and like things are gonna pick up really fast, and things are gonna be go all the time. But you're gonna be finding the time to rest and balance. 58:58 on the timer. I like how I said rest, and my computer screen just shut and went no signal. That's how it's gonna be. Like, when you need to rest, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go rest. Bye. I can't hang out anymore. Or, okay, well, I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh, well, I'm gonna go read my book. Oh, well, I'm gonna go and do this thing. I need like 20 minutes to myself. I need like 2 hours to myself. I need like I need this weekend for myself. I need this, I need to be, like, I just need tonight for myself. I need, like, tomorrow breakfast for myself, you know? Actually showing up and being there for yourself, treating yourself as your number one priority. Okay? Treat yourself the way you want your boo thing to be treating you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, so, like I said, with the artist energy, you don't have to be in constant creation. Slow down. Slow down. Allow the ideas to come to you naturally. Allow them to flow to you naturally. Don't try and force the words. Take the time to wait until they come to you, okay? Okay. With the Four of Cups being clarified by Temperance, yeah, you are literally, like, for a while, you are going to be, like, I don't mean to say this in, like, a bad way or in a way to scare you, because it's not. It's not in a way to scare you. For a while, you're going to be missing the blessing in this, and that's okay. That is okay, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be an easy transition. The people that rely on you in order to keep a balance within themselves, whether they recognize it or not, that doesn't matter. It's going to be hard because it's going to feel like they just get completely dropped on their butts, all right? So don't feed 10101 on the timer. Don't be like 111 on the timer too. Overindulgent in that, all right? Don't allow yourself to get really, like, caught up in that 123 on the timer, because it's going to require that discernment that you've sharpened over this time to recognize that, oh, they feel like this, that, and this and that because I'm taking a step back, and that has nothing to do with you. It doesn't. If you are taking up space and doing something for them, in service of them, and they come at you nasty when you walk away, well, you are not a forever source. You are not there to do that for the rest of your life. That's not your life purpose. To take care of other people and keep them tempered, that's not your purpose. And no matter how badly they want it to be, it's not gonna change for them. No, it's not gonna change. Being of service is a choice, all right? It's an active choice, and you are actively choosing to be of service to yourself. Don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel guilty about it. No matter how badly they try to make you feel bad about it, just don't let it get to you. Let it roll off of your back like water on a duck, okay? Just like, whatever. 246 on the timer. Yeah, exponential. Not exponential, sorry. It's like doubling that growth, doubling the distance just by allowing yourself to actually focus in on yourself. Focus in on taking care of yourself. And like I said, you're going to be missing the blessing in this for a little while. This feels very temporary. Can I get more of, like, a time frame? A few weeks, 2 months tops. You're going to be in this energy where you're missing the gift in it, and that's okay. That's okay. Breathe. 3, 2, 1 on the timer. Yeah, you're coming back to self. It's okay. Take a breather. Can we get, like, a clarification on what this blessing is, Spirit? Or 333 on the timer? Is this the blessing, Spirit? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Oh my god, the blessing is not getting caught up in their crap. Yeah. Yeah. Don't go breaking your own heart and going back on your word. Don't be going back on your word. Don't be going against yourself. Don't be claiming one thing and doing another. It's okay. Like, Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody be doing that sometimes. It's okay. Breathe. Relax. Quiet. Keep things to yourself. 4, 3, 2 on the timer. Hold things on. Hold on to things for a little while before you have the idea fleshed out. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway. High Priestess. Use that discernment, that divine knowing that you already have. Trust that, like, the path that you are going on is a new one. It's a fresh one. This is something that you've never experienced before. Of course, it's something that you've experienced before. It's the same cycles, but it's in a completely different situation with completely different relationships, it's like 5:05 on the timer. Instead of going and making the same old cake that you've been trying to make for the past like 30 years, you're being taken to another place to, I don't know why I said 30 years, but 5:15 on the timer. It's like you're being taken to a culinary school so you can learn how to make macarons, so you can learn how to make friggin' buttercream frosting, so you can learn how to make ice cream, so you can learn how to make snow cones, so you can learn how to make caramel popcorn, so you can learn how to make caramel, so you can learn how to make candy. Like, this is an entire freaking thing. Like, you are widening your horizon so much bigger than you think you are. 5:45 on the timer. And they're gonna be stuck. They're gonna be stuck. They're gonna be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did wrong. And it's like, girl, you're missing this opportunity for what it really is. Like, that's just it. You're not the only one that's gonna be struggling to find the blessing in it. It's gonna be the energy of everybody else also struggling to find the blessing in it, because you were their blessing. You were their blessing, and that's changing. Never take a blessing for granted. Never take a blessing for granted. Literally, it happens all the time. 636 on the timer. And as you move forward, you have the 3 of Pentacles upright being clarified by the Emperor. You are getting in this energy where you are finally actually aligning with people that hold the same values and understandings as you. People that actually want to talk business, okay? With the Emperor energy, these are people that are very serious about what they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve. And they can recognize that you're also hitting that same kind of vibe, where you, 7:07 on the timer, are taking things very seriously for yourself. You're taking yourself very seriously because nobody's taken you seriously before. You're deciding that you're doing things on your own the way that you want to do them because nobody ever let you think that you could. Like, you're doing all the things that you are doing to empower yourself and balance yourself out is exactly what's going to be attracting these people to you and getting you into this Emperor energy in divine alignment, okay? And with the 2 of Swords in reverse being clarified by the Magician in reverse, you see through it all, okay? In the end, when you get in this energy, when you connect with these people, when you get past all of this, and when you get to that point, you're going to be looking back and seeing, oh my God, 7:57 on the timer. Oh my God, I chose correctly. I trusted my intuition. I trusted what the universe was showing me. I trusted what I was being led to, what I was being guided to do. And I didn't alchemize that shit. 8:18 on the timer. I didn't touch it. Didn't even touch it. Had absolutely nothing to do with me. Didn't affiliate myself with it at all. Not dealing with it at all. I'm moving on, doing my own thing, continuing forward. Thank God. Thank God I trusted the universe. Thank God I listened and balanced myself out. Thank God I allowed myself to be confused and be somewhat trapped, because the justice, the pay, 8:58 on the timer. I'm hearing the payback. The payment, fat checks. Cute. 9:09 on the timer. Like, the abundance that is coming in. You've worked for it. This has been a long time coming. It has been a long time coming. You have been working your butt off for the fruits of these labors, and you have so much freaking karma, positive karma backed up behind you because of what you've been doing all these fucking years, and the patience that you've shown people, all the understanding, compassion, love, kindness, care, consideration, everything people love to take for granted until they need it. So, any final messages, Spirit? Any final messages? Yeah, no need to be in your Emperor energy right now. No need to do that right now. That's not the focus. That's for future you to deal with. 10-10 on the timer. That's for future you to embody. That's for future you to take care of. You're not future you right now. You are current you. You are unbalanced, imbalanced you. You are balancing you, actually. That's the kind of energy that you're in right now. Yeah, just know that it's coming. The justice is coming. The justice is coming, okay? The inspiration is coming. Trust. Trust. Yeah. You're gonna know what to do. And when you feel lost, and like you don't know what to do, and you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what you're achieving, and you don't know what you're setting out, like, you have an idea, 111 on the timer, you have an idea of where you want to go, and of what you want to do, of what you want to achieve, but unfortunately, you can't seem to get there. 11111 on the timer. Just trust that it's a phase where you're not supposed to know. And there's something else in your immediate present and the immediate now that you need to be focusing on. That's it, angels. Okay? I love you guys very, very much. I hope everything is working out really well for you. I hope your Valentine's Day was lovely. And if it wasn't, then I hope next year's Valentine's Day is so much lovelier for you. And yeah, guys. Stitch says sleep. Stitch says go to bed. Stitch says allow yourself the power and ability to disconnect from the things that are chasing you, the beings that are trying to grab onto you, the energies that are trying to latch onto you. Release them. And anytime they come up in your energy, anytime they show up, tell yourself in your mind, in your head, in your heart, in your soul, I am choosing to release this. I am choosing to move on. I want to focus on something else.